Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today, book of Jack and the Beanstalk from 1973. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a boy who lived with his mother in a tiny cottage. They was very poor. One day, his mother said to him, "Jack, you must take our cow to the market and sell her so we can buy some food." Jack set out at once. On his way, he met an old man. "That's a fine-looking cow," said the old man. "If you give her to me, I'll give you some magic beans." Jack stared at the red and yellow beans. How exciting! He took the beans and said goodbye to his cow and hurried back home. Jack's mother was very angry when she saw what he had done. "Silly boy," she exclaimed. "Now we should starve." She threw the beans out the window. When Jack awoke the next morning, his bedroom was dark. He ran to the window and saw a tremendous tall beanstalk outside. It seemed to reach up to the sky. "They were magic beans," Jack shouted. He jumped out the window and quickly climbed the beanstalk. At the top, he saw a beautiful castle sparkling in the sun. An old woman greeted him as he hopped off the beanstalk. "Don't go near the castle, young man," she said. "A wicked giant lives there. Long ago he sold your father fortune and left him a poor man." "Then I certainly must get it back," Jack exclaimed, and he stood right to the castle door. The giant wife answered his knock. "If you want food, I'll give you some," she said, "but you must hurry. My husband eats boys for breakfast." She gave Jack a slice of bread as big as the tabletop, but even as he ate it, there began a giant noise outside. Jack leaped into a skillet to hide. Just as the giant entered, bellowing, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. He, believe he lives, or believe he's dead. I'll grind his bones to make my bread." He bent down to peer under the table. "I smell boys, not nests," said his wife. "Eat your breakfast," grumbled the giant. Sat down to 10 roasted oxen and 4 barrels of milk. Then he shouted, "Wife, bring me my magic hen." His wife hurried to obey. "Lay, hen, lay," roared the giant, and the hen laid a golden egg. "Very good," said the giant, with a mighty yawn. Soon he was sound asleep. At the top, at first, snored Jack, popping out of the skillet, snatched up the hen, and ran off. When he had climbed back down the beanstalk, his mother gasped with wonder. "Jack," exclaimed, "it's your father's magic hen." The next day, Jack climbed up the beanstalk again. "I'll give you a bite to eat," said the giant wife when she saw him, "but hurry. The giant is in a terrible temper because he lost his magic hen." Jack would eat in a tart as big as a fish pond. When the castle began to shake, he leaped into a butter churn. Just as the giant entered, following him, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. He, believe he's alive or believe he's dead, I'll grind his bone to make my bread." "Don't tell me you smell boy again," said his wife. "Sit down and eat your breakfast," mumbled to himself. The giant gobbled 20 roasted pigs and 6 dozen eggs. Then he shouted, "Wife, bring me my harp." Quickly, his wife did as she was told. "Play, harp, play," commanded the giant, and the harp played such beautiful music that it soon lulled the giant to sleep. At once, Jack jumped out of the butter churn and seized the harp and ran away. When he reached the bottom of the beanstalk, his mother was waiting. "Oh, Jack," said happily, "you had found your father's golden harp." When Jack climbed down the beanstalk the next morning, the giant wife was waiting for him. "I'll give you a snack if you wish," she said, "but you are in great danger. The giant lost his harp yesterday, and he's in a terrible rage." Jack was eating cupcakes as big as a haystack. When he heard the giant coming, he jumped into a pail and listened to a terrible roar. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bone to make my bread." "Sit down and eat your breakfast," said the giant wife. "Then you'll feel better." More than angrily, the giant ate 50 roasted ducklings and 200 sausages. "Wife," he groaned, "fetch my gold. That would cheer me for a long time." The giant played with his gold pieces. When at last he closed his eyes, Jack jumped out of the pail, snatched the gold, and ran. But the giant had been only pretending to sleep. With a roar, he leaped to his feet. "I told you I smelt, boy," he bellowed as he raced after Jack. Poor Jack ran faster than he ever ran in his life. "Mother, get the axe ready," he shouted from the top of the beanstalk. As he climbed down, the beanstalk began to sway. Jack looked up and saw that the giant was coming down, too. It was such a frightening sight that Jack dropped the gold and tumbled all the way down to the ground. Quick as a wink, he jumped up and took the axe from his mother. Smack, smack. The beanstalk snapped in two. There was a great crash, and the giant lay before them dead. Jack's mother gave him a hug and told him he was indeed a brave boy. "You have brought back your father hen, his harp, and his gold," she said. "We shall certainly live happily ever after. For who could be sad with a hen to lay golden eggs, a harp to play beautiful music, and gold to buy bread and cheese, and sometimes strawberry tarts?" So that was Jack and the Beanstalk from 1973. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.